Hello guys, welcome to Straight from the Horse's Mouth. My name is Chris Bowers. This video has gone out slightly later today due to the fact that the ground changed at Goodwood and I needed to modify my selections. So all the prices are correct at the time this video was produced. We've had two winners today, which I'll tell you more about later. So, well, we're here for Wednesday's racing, aren't we? So let's get straight into this. 225 Goodwood, 7 furlongs, Group 3 for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds plus. The Andrew Boulding trained Bounce the Blues will appreciate the soft ground. Oyster Murphy is in the saddle. Both trainer and jockey are in good form. She goes 1 on 7 furlongs. When you just look at her 7 furlong figures by themselves, they read 4-1-1-3-2. And that's really good. And that includes a listed win on the soft, which is something that's going to be very helpful considering the ground at Goodwood is really bad. Oyster seems confident in this column, which is a bonus. That's always worth the read. Have a look at Oyster's column. It's in the Sporting Life. And yeah, so let's Bounce the Blues, 13-2, 1/5 of the odds for the first 5 with William Hill. If you fancy a bit of each way, I think it's going to win. So I'm just going to write that on the blackboard. For those of you who haven't seen this before, we have the height of technology here. No big screens for us, eh? Bounce the Blues. And that is 13-2. Okay, so the next one is 3 o'clock Goodwood, 5 furlongs. And that's a Group 3, and it's for 2-year-olds. Edward Behill, the trainer of Fearby, has an insane 44% strike rate in the last 14 days, with a 4 from 9 record. Fearby is great over 5 furlongs, winning twice, once on good to firm and once on good to soft. He won by 5 lengths on good to soft earlier this month, so should handle the ground. And so on his rating, he should also be well in at the weights. So that's Fearby. That's going to be 15-8, and that price has actually gone in since I started writing this article. And I'm just going to write that on the board. So 3 o'clock. B. Let's just check I've got the spelling right. Yeah. And that is currently 15-8. Okay. So next selection is in the big one. It's the 335, 1 mile Group 1 for 3-year-olds, and on the ground I prefer, wait for it, alcohol free, and I prefer it to Poetic Flair and the Snow Lantern. Oyster Murphy sat on here on Saturday and was pleased. She'll handle the course fine and will be hard to beat. When she won at Ascot on heavy, she was staying on, suggesting there was more in the tank if she'd needed it. That race was ran in a good time, looks good value. I mean, make no mistake, Poetic Flair, it's a very, very fast horse. I'm just not convinced heavy ground is something that's going to particularly suit it. I do think it needs a fast surface to just be at its best. Snow Lantern, exceptional originally, that was my original choice, but with the rain that we've had and with the ground as it is, then alcohol free seems like the best choice in this race for me. So that's alcohol free, 11-2, and I'm just going to write that on the board. So 335. Alcohol free, and that is currently at 5-1. Again, that's been back since I started doing this article. And so the next race, yes, there's more. 410. I haven't, for some reason, put the race details next to this one, but it is a 5 furlong race. And I think basically, as long as you know it's the 410 and it's 5 furlongs, we've probably got a lot of the information we need to do for the purposes of this, yeah. So Canonised has won 3 from 5. That's 60% over 5 furlongs. The breeding suggests it will get the ground. I may be proven wrong, but apart from winning a maiden on heavy, what has Flotus done? Frankella's win was on good to firm, and Lafayette is inexperienced. So Canonised is taken at 9-2. And Canonised taken at 4-1. The price moved in again since I started writing my notes. So I'm just going to put that on. I've got the 410, and that's Canon eyes, and that price is 4-1. Okay, so the next one on my list is the 445, 1 mile and 2, fillies handicap, 3-year-olds plus, rated 0 to 105. Now, Roger Varian has a 23% record in the last 14 days, and his runner Timeless Soul has a great chance. She has previously won over 1.5 miles a furlong, not 1.5 miles, 1.5 miles a furlong, on soft, which is a distinct bonus in this ground, and she will welcome the return to this surface. So that's Timeless Soul 4-1 in the 445. So put that on, 445, Timeless Soul. And that price is 4-1. So just to recap, that price was backed in from when I started writing this article, so was that one, and so was that one. All of those prices changed whilst I was actually writing this article. And when I first looked at this last night, it was 8-1. So it's funny what happens. Now, we had 2 winners today. They were absolutely fantastic. And it was just really nice to see to see them out, to be honest. I mean, you know, Summer Night, that was 11-8, and that did really, really well. And Trushan, and that was 9-4 when I tipped it, and that went all the way into around evens and went on to win the Goodwood Cup in absolutely superb fashion. Must have been 6 lengths. It just romped it. It was really, really impressive. So it was nice to have 2 winners. Had 2 losers as well, but still a 50% strike rate today. Can't really ask for a lot more than that. Yes, you can, you say. You want all of them. And I get that. I'm doing my best, guys. So, what are we reckoning? Well, I think they've all got great chances, to be honest. I don't want to allocate a nap to any particular one. I don't want to call any of them my each way bet, but if I was going to call one my each way bet, I'd probably call it this one at the top, and that's worth backing with William Hill, and that's the 5th for the first 5. So 5th, first 5. But as I say, I think that's going to win. But with place terms like that, you can't really go wrong. Well, you can go wrong. We know about these things. We're gamblers, you know. So what else have I got to talk to you about? Well, let's have a look. There is something. I found something I was going through today, and it's not a world-changing piece of advice, but it's an interesting thing. And it's about a sire called Lilleborn Lad. I noticed that on heavy ground, he's had 32 of his progeny attempt to win, and none of them ever have. And that was over 49 attempts. So this horse has actually got, his progeny have actually got a 0% record on heavy. So if you're thinking of backing a horse side by Lilleborn Lad and it's running on heavy, don't do it. That's my advice to you. Okay? Now, make no mistake, the ground is awful at Goodwood today. Divots coming up, bad enough so the Stradivarius didn't run. I don't know how it's going to progress in the week, but it'd be interesting to see. Don't forget, I am Equine Tipster on Twitter, and I wish you guys the best of luck with everything. Remember, these are just what I think. They're my selections. If you think different, then back what you want to think, you know. This is advice, not me going, you will bet on these. So pick out what you like. Hopefully we can make some money. And if you like this video, then smash the like button. If you dislike this video, then smash the dislike button. I would urge you all to subscribe and possibly press the bell, which means I'm going to turn up in your feed, giving you lots of lovely tips. So, any advice is welcome, guys. And thank you very much for watching this slightly later edition of Straight from the Horse's Mouth. My name is Chris Bowers, and you've been excellent. Thank you. Good night.